to that. I'm not sure if you're in the position to answer it, but there's a question from Chris Rivera from Twitter. Why is there a delay in presenting Matobato and alleged evidence versus Duterte? Why not present before elections? Did you know about him before the elections?
No. In fact, si Senator De Lima managed to yung custodian yung nagtatago kay Mr. Matobato got in touch with Senator De Lima, I think the last days of August, last few days of August. So doon pa lang na sabi niya sa akin, I was still in the US at that time. So pagbalik ko, doon pa lang pinaspasan namin yung vetting process. Then kaya namin na-present. Alam nyo, kung hawak ko ito, di sana nailabas ko yan. Hindi naman ako namimili ng right time sa pag-present ng katotohanan. So, yeah.
So,
go ahead.
I'm just gonna ask, nagtatago pa siya at the time of the campaign?
Yes, nagtatago siya at may mga nagkup-kup sa kanya. And
natanong niyo ba siya, bakit hindi siya nilabas ng whoever before the elections?
Ako, I'm speculating, kasi nung 2014, doon na siya sa Witness Protection Program. But you know the politics in this land, pagkakaalyado mo, hindi mo ginagalaw eh. Probably, they're thinking na since they need the votes of Davao and Mayor Duterte's support in Mindanao, so they didn't want to risk offending him. And that's the reason why yung mga ganitong mga political warlords, umahaba yung sungay kasi sinasanto ng mga national leaders. Look at Ampatuan. Kaya humaba yung sungay niyan at naging ganyan yan because the national leaders are always looking at the votes that his family will contribute to the national elections. So in fact, sinusuportahan, binibigyan ng project lahat-lahat because of that. And same with Mayor Duterte. Davao is a big area, malaking boto niyan. So ganyan.
Going back to the privilege speech, what was your objective in making the speech first?
Okay.
And in that fashion, parang 3 parts eh.
Well, alam nyo yung the hearing before that, the one presided by Senator Gordon, I felt hindi fair para kay Mr. Matobato yung naging situation, yung hinahanapan siya ng butas, nililito siya. And yun na nga, yung difficulty niya, hindi siya magaling magtagalog, hindi pa siya literate. So talagang mahirap, at tapos hinahanapan ng butas. Yun ang difference, Kaya nga I needed to cite when I was still a cadet and nung AFP officer ako, we conduct investigations. When you conduct an investigation, ang objective mo is to extract as much information as you can. Hindi yung mindset ng abogado na hahanapan kita ng butas para anuhin yung questioning credibility mo. So kami, we can get that by verifying the information that they're saying. Pag sinabi mong dito ka nakatira, pwede namin i-check yan. Maraming pwedeng gawin. So, nakita ko, hindi niya nasabi ng maayos yung storya niya, yung katotohanan na hawak niya dahil hindi siya equipped to do so. So, kaya I presented the findings that I got through my own investigation.
So, meron kayo, sa first part, ito yung sinasabi niyo inconsistencies. Yun naman pala, hindi. Parang may explanation ka, no? Halimbawa, yung pagpasalang kay Richard King, sabi niya sa may McDonald's, yung pala, wala naman talaga siya doon. In fact, there was a McDonald's very near the place. Tapos yung the second part was yung parang positive statements na, yung positive evidence, so to speak. Yung ID niya,
yung payroll.
Ganon.
So,
and then the third part, yun ang medyo nakakagulat kasi ang humingi ka na ng, sabi mo, biglang we are facing the prospect of living under a mass murderer as president. Yun ang...
Yes. So, ganun yung logical explanation nun. Kung wala namang inconsistency, tapos because of the positive evidence, sabihin, nag-check out lahat sinasabi niya. So, saan to pupunta? Yun na nga yung prospect no, na mass murderer yung presidente natin kasi yun yung allegation niya eh. May problema tayo niyan. Hindi ba at least that warrants a deeper investigation? So yun lang naman yung aking motion.
So babalik po ako dun sa tanong ko kanina na do you think the Senate is up to it? And more or less parang it depends on the political tide din sinasabi niyo.
Yes, as always, nauuna muna yung mga tao, yung public sentiment. Pagkatapos nun yung mga politiko magtatalunan na yan. It's sad, but that's how it works. So for kumbaga mga trailblazers like us, mabigat yung role na yon na mag-spearhead ng mga investigations or yung opposition. Mabigat na laban po yun.
Senator, question from River Phoenix 007 on Twitter. How are you going to ensure the safety of Mr. Matobato in the light of the expose?
Actually, we can't ensure his safety. So, ang kwan lang dito is that mantle of protection by the committee kasi yung committee nag-rule na under protective custody siya ng committee. So, yun na lang yan. That's the most that we can give.
Is he expected back tomorrow sa resumption ng hearings?
Minove na nila yung hearing.
Kailan na ba?
I don't know, October 3.
So October 3. So is he expected back there?
Yes. And the policemen that he identified are also expected to be there.
Okay. Pero in executive session?
No. I believe yung kanila is open session na.
After your privilege speech? Because of your privilege speech? Ano ba nangyari doon? Naalala ko yung
rules.
Yung usapan nun was sa executive session muna.
Pinafloat lang nila yon yung mga how to handle it. But I believe magiging moot na yan kasi ako confident Mr. Matobato would be able to identify each and every one of them. But magandang exercise to test the credibility of Mr. Matobato.
Pero nga, looking at the positive evidence that you presented, ilang beses nabanggit yung city mayor's office or yung heinous crimes investigation section. So parang meron ng
mga even the way he recited the names, sabi ko nga, sinasabi na coached witness. Sabi ko nga, can you teach me how to coach an illiterate witness? Paano mo ipapamemorize yung mga pangalan na yun? Mahirap yun eh. Di ba? Bibigay mo, sabi ko nga, ako nga, kahit mag-rehearse ako 100 times, I wouldn't be able to pull it off the way he did.
So, when you say illiterate, talaga hindi siya marunong magbasa?
Hindi siya marunong magbasa.
You saw that for yourself?
Yes.
So, halimbawa, kung tuturuan siya, sabi mo, Arturo Las Cañas, isusulat nila, hindi rin niya mababasa. Parang gano'n. So, kailangan sasabihin, if ever.
Sasabihin sa kanya. Pero, alam niyo naman, people na mga nag-exam na that's impossible to do, no? Yung sasabihin lang sa'yo, tapos, when you memorize, talagang binabasa mo. That's how we do it. So, ganyan po yung challenge niyan kung talaga i-coach. Kaya hindi na, we don't talk to him, we don't brief him. And remember, after 10 hours, more than 10 hours of grilling
over 2 days
by the senators, the most that they found were inconsistencies na, as I explained sa privilege speech ko, nawala naman. Or minor, trivial, if any.
Senator, a question from the same Twitter user. Currently, the President and the DOJ are bent on crushing Senator De Lima at all costs. Do you think you are next?
Actually, parang during the latter part of the campaign, sinimulan na ako nun eh. I assumed na when I joined in this expose, I assumed na bibirahin ako. Pero yun na nga, hindi naman yan bago sa akin. Nangyari na yan nung panahon ni GMA. Hindi naman masarap na feeling yon to be subjected through that. But kailangan nung gawin.
Naalala ko, when we first interviewed you, when you're running for Vice President, na nabanggit nyo na tinanong namin kayo, paano pang manalo si Vice President Binay? Tapos you said something like, di kulong. Parang gano'n, ano? Pero ngayon, do you feel that that's a prospect under...
Oh, definitely. In fact, I'm totally aware that they have sets of lawyers trying to find anything that can put us away in jail or magkaroon man sila ng leverage. Parang gano'n eh. May mga... In fact, they're even checking the amnesty provision. Baka may
pwedeng bawiin.
Para bawiin. So, ganun lang talaga yan. And nakita ko nga lahat ng mga underhanded tactics, if you look at what they're doing kay Senator Lima, it's on the table. All options are on the table para lang makuha nila yung end nila.
We can talk about that later. We can talk about also some of the things that you did during the campaign that maybe got their attention. Ano? Yung kay after your privilege speech, can you give us an idea? Ano ang sense mo? Anong reaction ng mga senators? Kasi ang focus ng marami, yung nagtatalunan kayo ni your friend, Senator Alan Cayetano. Was there something that we missed while that was going on? Was there other things, or other things happening in the Senate?
Well, yung mga private conversations doon, marami nagsabi na ganun pala. Akala kasi nila talaga, pag tinignan mo lang kasi si Mr. Matubato, baka ang tingin mo sa kanya, farmer, or yung ordinaryong, yung man on the street lang. Hindi mo nakita siya as the hitman that he claims to be. So kaya nga yung picture doon na may baril siya, that changed the image instantly. Plus the documents that followed, lumiwanag sa kanila that this guy indeed is a member of the Davao Death Squad.
Senator, why do you think a group like the Davao Death Squad was able to operate for so long? And is it still operating?
Ganito kasi, no? Yung setup niya, ando dun siya under the office of the mayor. So, ando dun yung heinous crime unit. As claimed by Mr. Matubato, yun yung Davao Death Squad. So, may pondo sila, may yung peace and order funds ang pinagkukuhanan, ano? Based on the last budget, parang almost 800 million ang pondo nila dyan. So, kung saan nila ginagamit. Walang pwedeng mag-imbestiga sa kanila kasi hawak naman ng mayor yung chief of police. So they can do their thing with impunity.
Do you think this is something to this is connected to what is happening now with the vigilante groups? You think some of the vigilante groups are under police operations?
I believe walang vigilante group. Yung meaning I'm not connected with anybody, parang I just took it upon myself to kill addicts. No, walang ganon. Yun yung sinasabi nila na ganon daw. But how would I know whom to kill? Diba? Yung pinapatay nila, yung mga nasa listahan ng mga nag-surrender, ano? And yung mga finid ng mga kapitan. Sa akin, magkakasama yan. In fact, even yung mga nanlaban, if at all, lagay mong out of 100%, kung may nanlaban naman talaga, siguro mga 1% lang. All the rest, as mentioned by Mr. Matubato, ganun yun. Tinutumba, pinaplantahan ng 30.
Those killed by unidentified men, do you think these unidentified men are police or civilians connected to the police?
Pwedeng police mismo, or mga assets ng police in plain clothes. Pero ganito yan, to be fair sa police natin. Kahit papaano na professionalize ni President Aquino yung PNP, he picked the right guys to be PNP chief. So nawala yung ganyang culture. Pero may mga police na willing gumawa ng ganyan. Pero not all mga units ng PNP, may mga pulis na